going to be. He gets away from one tackle. Lefty's still running. Cuts back up. Lefty's still on his feet. Lefty's still on his feet. He's down the sideline. He's headed for pay dirt. Touchdown, Dragons! And welcome to Smith County High School. We're set for football action tonight. It's the York Dragons and the Smith County Owls. A little bit of a technical snafu by me, and I'll take the complete blame on that one. So hopefully we're coming through loud and clear now. And Gerald, if you can, just let me know if we're coming through. Just say something into the phone. All right, so let's get to football action tonight. It is York and Smith County. This one's a big region matchup between the two, and we're getting ready to get underway here in just a moment. York comes in 3-0, 1-0 in region play, while Smith County comes in 1-3, 0-1 in region play, as Smith County has beat Macon, lost to Gordonsville and Upperman. Now, these two teams have a storied history between the two schools, and we'll take a look at that. We'll take a look at last year's games. We'll take a look since 2004, and we'll also take a look at some averages this year. We'll have the Friday Night Thunder rewind, the Friday Night Thunder preview coming up on this one. We'll also look at some top 10 rankings where York broke into the top 10 this week. We'll take a look at that right after this word from Progressive Savings Bank.
Cheer this year for all our school teams and activities. Get behind our local schools. Join the parent-teachers group and help improve the quality of education. Sponsor school activities. Go to a ball game, hear a concert, reach higher. Progressive Savings Bank, insured by FDIC.
Everything we do, it's true. We do for you.
Right now at Pizza Hut.
Get 2 medium 2-topping Pizza Hut pizzas
For just $5.99 each.
That's the perfect pair.
At the perfect price.
Order however you want.
Delivery or carry out.
Call or click.
Get one for me.
And me.
Or just you and yours.
Everyone gets what they want.
So get your perfect pair now.
2 medium 2-topping pizzas.
Just $5.99 each.
Because no one out-pizzas the Hut.
Ask for this offer. Additional charge for extra cheese, select crust types, and additional toppings. Product availability, prices, participation, delivery areas, and charges. A minimum purchase required for delivery may vary. Delivery charge is not a driver tip.
And back here at Smith County High School, we're getting set for football action. Welcome to the Progressive pregame show. And you take a look at these two teams. Last year, of course, heartbreaker for York as they lost 41-40. And it cost York the region regular season title, as that was the game that came back to bite them later on the season, as York missed a 2-point conversion that would have won the ball game. Now, since 2004, York is 6-10. They've lost 6 of the last 7, though. So they've struggled in the last few meetings against Smith County. Now, this year, York is scoring 37 points per game, and that's they're allowing 11.1 points through 3 games, and their defense has not allowed a score, or they're allowing 3.8 points per game, 14 points through 3 games, and they have no defensive scores. They have not had given up a defensive score this year. Smith County is averaging 17.3 points, 52 total through 3 games, and they have allowed 23.3 points per game, and they're 70 total through 3 games. That's the points they've allowed through 3 games. Now, there's some other big games going on tonight. There are also some big games that went on last week, and we're going to have the Friday Night Thunder preview and the Friday Night Thunder rewind. We'll begin with the rewind, and we'll be back after that.
With Twin Lakes Future-Proof Fiber Network, experience the gig difference. With up to 1,000 megabits per second, everything's different. Connect as many devices as you'd like and stream videos without buffering. Music and photos fly, gaming gets real, and nobody's left hanging. That's the gig difference with Twin Lakes. Call or visit us online at twinlakes.net to get your gig today. Some restrictions apply. Speed's not available in all areas.
Keeping your comfort in mind. Call 879-5909.
There's nothing like football. Lights.
Is it so hot in your home that your family is playing rock, paper, scissors to see who gets dibs on the freezer? Then it's time to call us. With 24/7 emergency service and a full line of energy-efficient American Standard heating and air conditioning equipment, we've got you covered this summer, so you can use your freezer for what it's really meant for. Call for a free quote today.
Your hospital in Jamestown has been tailoring its services to meet the needs of area residents for many years, and for one reason: to keep you, your family, and your neighbors healthy. Now we are proud to be serving our community once again as Jamestown Regional Medical Center. The two things that have always been at the core of your hospital: commitment and desire to make this community a healthier place to live. We are Jamestown Regional, a Renova Health company.
And back here where we have our preview and our rewind, and big night for football tonight coming up. As we said, big games tonight for Oneida. They're hosting Cumberland Gap. That's who York will play next week. Upperman is hosting Kent. Wartburg is off tonight. Sequatchie County is off tonight. Livingston's hosting Stone Memorial. That should be a good matchup. Should see a couple of teams that we'll be facing, or that one of the teams we'll be facing later in the year. And Cumberland County is at Macon County. Coalfield's hosting Oakdale. Grundy County hosting DeKalb County. And Pickett County is hosting Red Boiling Springs. So to look at our lineup of games going on tonight. Now, as we told you, District 8 3A standings finds York, Upperman, and Sequatchie County all setting at 1-0 in their district, in their region, so they are the top three teams. And you got Grundy, Smith, and Cannon all setting at 0-1. So there's, quite a difference between those two teams, or the records in those. There's not a whole lot because it's just one game into the region season. But the good thing about the region season for this region is if you win 2 games, you're in. So that is really good news for the Dragons. If they can win here tonight, they will know they've got a playoff berth, and more importantly, keep that undefeated record going. And both teams were off last week, so both teams, coming into this one, pretty healthy. Both teams, of course, York without one of their players. I forget which one that has the let's see. Trying to remember which one of the strong boys is out, but he is out with that bad elbow, and he will not be playing tonight. So York going to be a little bit shorthanded, but they should be back in full strength. As we said, coming out, they've got some really good players, and they're playing very, very well right now. As we said, their defense has not given up a point this season. The 2 touchdowns have been scored against them. One was a fumble by the quarterback, Landrick Lefevue, that was taken in by Grundy County, and Grundy County also ran back a punt for a touchdown. Now this week, the AP started picking their top 10 teams, and in Class Single A, Whitwell, who York scrimmaged this year, is the number 5 seed in Single A. Coalfield is number 9. York beat them 21-0. Class AA, Oneida is number 9, and York plays them next week. And Class AAA, of course, Alcoa sits at the top. Red Bank, who beat York last year in the playoffs, put York out in the playoffs, is at number 3. Upperman is number 5, and York breaks the top 10 at number 10. So congratulations, Dragons, a top 10 team in the state in Class 3A. Now we're getting ready for the coin toss, and we'll see who gets the ball first. And we are waiting on the toss as the team captains are out there. Smith County, they come in with a good lineup. They have had a great tradition of football over the years, how the Owls of Smith County. So we'll see what they do here tonight as they're getting ready to play the Dragons. And this one's a big one, folks. One team could either be up 2 games and 2-0, or both could be 1-1, or one of them could be 0-2, so we'll see. The flip, and I believe Smith County may have won the flip. I think they're going to get to decide what they want to do first. And Smith County won the toss. They will defer to the second half, so they will have a second half. They'll have the football to start the second half. And it's going to be York moving right to left, while Smith County's going to move left to right to start this football game. We got a couple of minutes before this one gets underway. We're going to take a 90-second break, and we'll be back in 90 seconds.
In Coach Charles Vaughn, 17 years of coaching. He took his team to the state playoffs and led them in multiple district and bowl championships. His life modeled teamwork, integrity, and hard work. I'm Joy Vaughn, and this man not only was my dad, but he was my coach. I grew up learning these values, and they are a large part of what Meadowthrift Pharmacy is founded on. Come out and support our York football team.
Ventures Farmers Co-op, happy to be a proud sponsor of York Dragon football. We wish you a winning season. Every game is a success when you have played your best. Ventures Farmers Co-op, bringing you quality products from feed, seed, and fertilizer, to automotive, to animal health and pet products, to gas, diesel, and propane, to clothing and boots for the family and the gift shop. All this and much more at Ventures Farmers Co-op, 1219 Old Highway 127 South, Jamestown. Go Dragons!
Like a great sports team needs a great captain to lead them, a county needs a great executive to move it forward. And Fentress County has it in Jimmy Johnson. Jimmy believes in this county and its endless possibilities. So for great sports and a great county, be like County Executive Jimmy Johnson and back Fentress County all the way. And back here, we're getting ready to kick off. Dropping back for the Dragons will be Lathan Drake and also number 18 for the Dragons. Or 16, that's going to be Thomas Miller back there. I guess that's a 6 instead of an 8. Kind of an odd angle we've got here. As kicking away number 90 for the Smith County Owls, and he drills a line drive, taking it Miller at the 11-yard line, up to the 20, to the 25, to the 30, to 35, where he's brought down. Good return by Thomas Miller, and we are set for York to offensive possession. York coming up, they will be behind Landrick Lefeview. And to get a chance to check, we're hoping that the same starting lineup that we've had for the last few weeks. We did have last week off, of course, so it's been a week since we've been in action. As Landrick Lefeview going to come up under center with big Josiah Headings in the backfield. You've got Miller and Cole Cooper, the wingback. And they're going to hand it off this time to Miller. Miller going to cut back inside. He bounces off one, but is brought down after about a yard gain. Good job by the Smith County Owls. Number 2 come up to make the stop, and that is Cameron Spivey. Spivey came up to knock him down, the 165-pound junior. Knocks him down with a 1-yard gain, and York will come to the line with a 2nd and 9 here in this game. They've got Cooper in the backfield now. In motion. They'll send a man in motion. Now they got Cooper in motion. They're going to hand it to Cooper, and Cooper goes straight ahead. Cooper going to bang up to the 40. Almost the 40-yard line, just shy of it. It's going to be 3rd down and a nickel for York on their first possession. And back in will come Headings. And up will come the Dragons. They've got Holdren at tight end. Holdren, the one they're moving around quite a bit at the tight end position, and now he's over to the left side. And Lefeview will throw it quick out to Drake. Drake's going to catch it, but he's going to be short of the first down line as he had to go to ground to make the catch. It's going to be about a yard short. Had he been able to hit him standing up, he would have made the first down easily, but he's going to be short about a yard. So York is going to see what they do here with this first possession. York with a 4th and 1 from the 44-yard line, their own 44-yard line. And here comes Landrick Lefeview and the Dragons. York going to go for it. Lefeview under center, got a man in motion, hands it to Josiah Headings. He just leaps over everybody, and Josiah going to get it past the 45 to the 46, and the jackhammer needed 1, got 2. And York has a 1st and 10 at the 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line, their own 46, as Headings just went up and over everybody on that one. And that's a big guy going over everybody on the play, as now it's going to be 1st and 10 for York. York are going for it on 4th down on their first possession. Lefty's got a man in motion. He's going to hand out to Miller. Miller going to cut inside. Now bounces outside. He's up over mid, still on his feet. Makes a great move. He's headed down the sideline. Miller's still on his feet. He's rumbling all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Dragons! 54-yard run by the Dragons, Thomas Miller. And what a great play. It looked like the Owls tackler had him down, but he rolled over on him, never went down, and he kept his feet, and he kept rocking all the way to the end zone. And the Owls see the Dragons draw first blood, and it's 6-0 York to lead this ball game. Johan West will step back to do the kicking now as York takes a 6-0 lead. That was just an outstanding play by Thomas Miller, going 54 for the score. And the kick is up. The kick is no good. West missed it off to the left. And we are 9 minutes and 26 seconds left in the first quarter. And it's a 6-0 York score back in 30 seconds.
Campfires and s'mores. Man, we need to go camping. Hey y'all, Cherie sells with Casey's Wholesale Campers in Livingston. Enjoy this beautiful time of the year and make priceless memories with your loved ones in your next home on wheels. I have luxury travel trailers to perfectly accommodate a couple on up to larger campers that can sleep multiple families. Come see the huge selection on the 111 bypass in Livingston or shop in your pajamas at kcchevy.com. Click the Casey's Campers tab to see camper photos, prices, and apply for financing on our secure website. Be a happy camper with Casey's Wholesale Campers in Livingston.
Great play by Thomas Miller as it looked like Miller was going to be tackled, but he rolled over on the defender, never touched his knee or his hand down to the ground. He just kept going, and when he did, he took it all the way to the house, and the Dragons take an early 6-0 lead as they miss the extra point. Johan West will kick it away now. York on top 6-0, just starting this first quarter, and York's on the scoreboard. And this is going to be a short kick, going to hit and take a bounce, and both of the Smith County Owls got away from it and coming back, making a good return, though, up to the 30-yard line. That was a good return by the Owls, number 4. And that is Jaden Apple Gibbs. And the other deep man just let it land between them, and both of them looked at each other and said, wait, I'll get it. And then finally Gibbs got it, and he comes out with a big run. And now for the offensive look for the guys from Smith County. They're going to have Cameron Spivey under center. They got Horde and Apple Gibbs in the backfield. They'll give it to Gibbs. Gibbs going to be hit and taken down immediately. Good tackle there by Lefew. Lefew come up and undercut him on that one and knocks him down after about a yard gain. Looked like he's going to have some room, but Lefew come out of nowhere and stuck him right in the knees, and that's going to be second and long now for the Smith County Owls. You got Horde, who's a 185-pound junior, and you got Apple Gibbs, who's a 165-pound junior. This time they're going to hand it off to the big guy, Horde, and he's going to rumble all the way for a first down at the 43-yard line. Horde just rumbling through everybody on that one. And Horde picks up the first down, just some hard-nosed running right up the middle. And Horde with the run. And this time they're going to hand it off over the left side to Gibbs again. He's going to be wrapped up and dropped right there. Good D by the Dragons. Cutting underneath that time was the Dragons' 38, Ben Cooper. Cooper comes up with the stop. Good job by Cooper. Cooper knocks him down right at the line of scrimmage, so it's going to be second and long once again for the Owls. Now, we had in the backfield, it's going to be Horde and Gibbs, but showing 36 in the backfield, that is Washer, so we'll have to get that, or 35 in the backfield. We get down, they're going to hand it out this time, and this time the big number 35 goes for about a yard before he's brought down, and because I believe that is Horde. He pretty much matches the description, 185 pounds, and he is 5'11", so he is a pretty good sized kid there. He's tackled there now, and the Dragons have the Owls in deep with a third and about 8. York leading it to 6-0. Back in the shotgun goes Spivey. Spivey waiting on the snap, gets it, looks, he's going to throw it out quickly. He's got a man out there, spins away from one, breaks the tackle, still on his feet. Number 7 going to rumble all the way down to the 36-yard line, and Eli Martin made a great move. York missed the tackle, and that gives a first down to the Owls, and they have it 1st and 10 on their Dragons' 36-yard line. Good pitch and catch on that one, but a good run after the play by the Owls. Eli Martin, the 5'10 junior. Now back in the backfield goes Horde and Gibbs. They're going to hand it to Horde. First man through. He's got the first. Hits the football's on the ground. York's going to dive on it. York's going to come up with it. Great play there. York knocked it loose, and Johan West picks it up, and the Dragons have it 1st and 10 the other way, and there's your first turnover of the ball game. And York with the football now. York's going to have 1st and 10 just across their own 40-yard line. So a big play as they stripped Horde. He dropped the football, and the Dragons now going to go the other direction. Actually, they're going to mark it back at the 39. I thought they gave him a generous spot there. But York's going to get 1st and 10 to the 39 after the miscue by the Owls. Up come the Dragons. York, Lefevue, under center. Man in motion. He's going to drop back this time. He's going to get the quick out to Drake. Drake's going to get up to the 45 to the 46 where he's brought down then unceremoniously dumped out after he gets out of bounds. And that's going to be close to a first down for the Dragons as they're going to be about a yard short, it looks like. 2nd and short for York, and York coming out throwing the football. That's something we've not seen a lot of. They're going to say about 2nd and 3, so they give him barking back farther than it actually looked like he got from where I was standing. It looks like he went out at the 48-yard line, but they mark him back to the 46. York with a 2nd and short. Got a man in motion. They're going to hand it off. No, it's going to be Lefevue. Lefevue going to keep it himself. He's going to pitch last second, and now the Dragons got it on the ground, but getting it back and covering it is going to be the Dragons' Cole Cooper. The Cole train falling on that one, and that was dangerous. Lefevue went as far as he could and was hit at the ankles, and he tried to make a pitch, made a low pitch, and lucky for them, Cole Cooper was able to dive on it, and it looks like they may have got enough still for the first down. Now they're going to say 3rd and very short for the Dragons. They say just short of the first down marker. As we have 5:56 left to go in the first quarter, and York's on top 6-0. Dragons going to come up. It's going to be Lefevue under center. Takes the snap, got a man in motion, hands off Cooper. Cooper bangs ahead, and he's going to have the first down, but not much more. Picks up maybe a couple of yards. Gets across into Owl territory at the 49-yard line. And Miller gets York another first down. 1st and 10 Dragons in Owl territory. The Owls were moving the football but coughed it up. And the Dragons trying to capitalize on the turnover. York on top 6-0 in this one. Lefevue going to bring his squad up. Got Drake wide to the left. They threw on first down earlier. Now they're going to get Miller in motion, but they're going to hand it up the middle to Josiah Hennings. And Josiah runs over one, breaks a tackle. Josiah's going to look for somebody to run over. Still on his feet all the way down to the 15-yard line. And Josiah, he was going down the field, and the jackhammer was looking for someone to hit as he was waiting for someone. And then he kind of lowered his shoulder and started looking for people to run over. And he's got it 1st and 10 at the 15, and the Dragons are inside the red zone. York with a 6-0 lead as we head toward the 5-minute mark, and Josiah Hennings, he is a load, folks. When he goes north-south, it's going to be almost impossible to stop him. As now it's going to be 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line for York. Lefevue under center. Got a man in motion, gives to Cooper. Cooper going to dance, cut it back inside. He's up to the 10 and going to be dropped to the 9-yard line. Big gain for a first down for the Dragons, as that's going to make it 2nd and about 4. As we hit the 4:40 mark, York leads it 6-0 here in I almost said inning number 1. I'm watching too much baseball lately. So it's quarter number 1, and York on top 6-0. Up come the Dragons. 6-0 York. York got it 2nd and about 4 on the 9-yard line. Got a man in motion. Lefevue's going to hand it off to Cooper. Cooper will try to cut inside, does, and he's going to get up over the 5, and he should have another first down for the Dragons. If it's not a first down, it's going to be as close as you could get to one. So it's first and goal now for the Dragons from the 5-yard line. They lead it 6-0. And York trying to pick up a touchdown and capitalize on the Owls' turnover. York almost turned it over themselves, but a great play by Cole Cooper to dive back on it. Lefeview under center. He's got a man in motion. Gives his Cooper up the middle into the end zone for a touchdown, Dragons. 5-yard run by Ben Cooper, and the Dragons take a 12-0 lead with 3:48 left to go in the first quarter. York impressive drives, both of them. They now lead it 12-0, and York may go for two here to try to make this a 14-point lead. They missed the extra point on the first one. So York may go for two here to try to make it a 14-0 ball game. York remembers last year on these extra points were the nightmare that killed them as they lost by 1. Back in the backfield now is going to be Cooper. You've got Cy Headings at wing. Now they got a man in motion. Leftview's going to hand it off to the man in motion, and that's going to be into the end zone for a 2-point conversion, and that's Miller. Miller on the sweep, punches it in, and the Dragons now lead it 14-0. We got a 30-second break.
The kids are back in school, and the weather's turning cooler, and that can only mean one thing. Flu season will start soon. This year, Hall Family Pharmacy wants to help you fight the flu. Getting a flu shot means that you are 60% less likely to get the flu virus. This year at Hall Family Pharmacy, we are excited to make a $1 donation to the local children's shopping spree for each flu shot we give. So don't let the flu knock you out, and come by Hall Family Pharmacy for your annual flu shot. You won't be the only one glad you did.
Back here where York now has a 14-0 lead as we get set to kick it off. York will kick it away. And not sure if, I guess York must have taken a timeout. So we'll take another 30-second break.
Whether you're competing on the athletic field or working hard in the classroom, remember you have the support of First Volunteer Bank, the bank with personality. We're behind you 100% of the way. Good luck to all the area teams. Play tough and play fair. And remember, when it comes to helping you with your banking needs, we're First Volunteer Bank, the bank with personality. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
And now over and over. It's First Volunteer for you.
So York takes a timeout. Now they'll kick it away. Johan West will tee it up. York on top now 14-0. Still 3:48 left to go here in the first quarter of play. So we're just getting started in this one on a hot, sultry night here in the hole. It is very warm here at Smith County tonight. As Johan West will kick it away. Dropping back is, it's like number 7. That is Eli Martin and Apple Gibbs. And they will put the ball on the ground, and Apple Gibbs falls down, and now he's got to dive on it all the way back to the 15-yard line as Gibbs came up and he lost his footing. And it's going to be 1st and 10 now for the Owls at their own 15-yard line as York put the kick on the ground, and Gibbs just ran past it, slid down. And that almost allowed the Dragons to get the football. So it's going to be 1st and 10 now for the Owls. The deep in their own territory. They're going to mark Max at the 14. So 1st and 10 Owls. 14-0 lead now for York. And it will be Spivey to bring his unit up. Spivey back in the shotgun. Got Gibbs back deep. Now he's got the wing formation. He's going to fake it, and now he will hand it off to Gibbs, and Gibbs is going to get dropped right there. Gibbs not getting anything on that one. Maybe actually even lost a couple of yards. That one looked like a busted play by Spivey as he looked like he had trouble getting the handoff off. So Cameron Spivey, the 5'9", 165-pound junior at quarterback for the Owls, now has a 2nd and 13. And we're down toward almost the 3-minute mark. By the time this one's snapped, going to be close to the 3-minute mark. Spivey back in the shotgun, got the 2-man backfield. They'll take the snap. He'll roll to his right. Now he's going to dump it out quick. He's got a man out there at the 20. Makes a good move, and then he's finally going to be brought down to the 26-yard line. Lefeview comes up and finishes him as Martin making the reception. And Martin, another good reception. And that's a good reception by Martin. Okay, on 35, and now we've got to write is DJ Burke. I said Burke. Actually, number 3 is Horde. Horde's in there now. And DJ Burke, number 35, is a 220-pound sophomore. This kid's a big kid. But slow snap. They're going to hand it off to Gibbs. Gibbs tries to bounce outside, cuts back inside, and he's knocked down and finally gets taken down at the 35-yard line. Good run of about 7. He made that one him all by himself as his ability to keep his balance and dive forward got him extra yardage. Brought down by Cooper. Going to be 2nd and 3 now for the Owls at the 35-yard line. Just under 2 minutes left to go here in quarter number 1. York on top 14-0. The Owls moving the football again. Spivey back in the shotgun. He's got Horde to his right. Horde gets the snap. They're going to hand it off to Horde. He's going to take it himself over the right side, and he's going to be chopped down, but I think he's going to get enough for the first down where they're marking him. He got just past what he needed. It's going to be a 1st and 10 for the Owls. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Well, Smith County starting to move the football. They moved the football that first drive, but then fumbled when they got down inside Dragon territory and give the ball back to York. And York has scored on both possessions here tonight. Back in the shotgun goes Spivey. Horde and Gibbs back there with him. York cheating up. They're going to hand it off to Gibbs, and Gibbs is going to get hit before he gets to the line of scrimmage. They hit him early enough. They probably took his lunch money with that one because they hit him really early and dropped him for about a yard loss. York is just getting all kinds of penetration on Smith County and able to drop them down. Smith County, I'm not calling play for them, but if they can throw that little screen pass the way York's rushing and getting in there, little screen pass is set up for a big one. We're down to 40 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Spivey with Horde in the backfield. Got 2 split out wide to the right, 1 to the left. Snaps low, and it's on the ground. It's going to be a quick out to number 7, Martin. Martin gets away from 1, but that's all he'll get away from as he gets up to the 43-yard line. Going to bring up a 3rd down and about 06 for the Owls for the first down. And that's probably our last quarter as the clock winding down very quickly. And I don't know if they'll get a play down to 12 seconds. And now the Owls, they're just going to go to the end of one. End of one, it's York, 14. Smith County, 7, back in 60 seconds.
Right now at Pizza Hut.
Get 2 medium 2-topping Pizza Hut pizzas
For just $5.99 each.
The perfect pair.
At the perfect price.
Order however you want.
Delivery or carry out.
Call or click.
Get one for me.
And me.
Or just you and yours.
Everyone gets what they want.
So get your perfect pair now.
2 medium 2-topping pizzas.
Just $5.99 each.
Because no one out-pizzas the Hut.
Ask for this offer. Additional charge for extra cheese, select crust types, and additional toppings. Product availability, prices, participation, delivery areas, and charges. A minimum purchase required for delivery may vary. Delivery charge is not a driver tip.
He's on the 30. He's on the 20. He's on the 10. It's a touchdown.
There's nothing like football. The lights, the cheers of the crowd, and getting a chance to see our local athletes and kids give it all they've got. Come to a game. Support our local schools. Upper Cumberland Federal Credit Union, a better way to bank. Federally insured by NCUA. Online at ucfcu.org.
Well, it'll be 3rd down and 6 for the Owls here at their own 44-yard line. York needs a stop here, get the football back as we're getting ready to start the second quarter. York leading 14-0. York has 114 yards rushing to Smith County's 21. Passing, York has, they're 2 of 2, and Smith County's 3 of 3. York total offense, 126 yards. Smith County 61 total yards in that first quarter, as Thomas Miller has a total of 59 yards in that first quarter, while for the DJ Burks for the Owls has 14 to lead them. Third down and about 6 for the Owls. 3rd and 6, and it will be Smith County coming up needing a first down here. York has already put up 14 points. They've scored on both possessions they've had the football. Smith County fumbled their first possession. Smith County will get the ball to start the second half, though. As the snap now rolling, they're going to make a last-minute pitch, and that's going backwards as that one's going nowhere. It gets back to the 40-yard line as a great job by Johan West. He read that like a dime store novel and was back there to knock him down for a 4-yard loss, and now it's going to make it 4th and 8 for the Owls, as that was just good heads-up play by Johan. He made the quarterback commit with the pitch, and when he did, he was able to make the stop on number 3, that is Horde. Kicking away will be Spivey, and when you got a quarterback back, it's always a problem. Spivey will kick it away, and this is going to be a low-line drive that's going to hit, and West picks it up. Or not West, but picking it up was Drake, and Drake got drilled. And they took the football away from him. I don't think that counted, though, as they're saying that the ball was down by contact. And the official saying the ball is down right here. Smith County said Gibbs took it away from him, but the whistle had blown the play dead. So York has got it 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Coach Derwin Wright told Lathan Drake he needed to come up and make some plays. He needs to come catch the ball. But that's not the play he meant for him to make. That could have been really costly there as he got leveled at the 22-yard line. Now York's going to have it 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line with 11:10 to go in the first half, leading at 14-0. Cooper in the backfield now with also Miller and also Cooper. They're going to hand it off. So it's going to be Lefew went down and had touchdown, and he's going to be actually slipped, so he's going to get maybe a yard out of the play. Tough yard there as he went down and lost his footing. And they give him a little bit about a yard, so it's going to be 2nd and 9 for the Dragons. 2nd and 9 at the 23.5. York will split wide out to the right, number 4 Holdren, I should say. And they're going to hand it off up the middle. No, it's going to be a keeper by Lefew, and Lefew's going to bull his way for a first down. Landrick, I almost called him his dad. He's going to kill me if I keep doing that. His dad, of course, the Crush head football coach, and they are off to a good start as well. We'll diverse a little bit since I mentioned Chad. His team's off to a start and looking real good to capture their East Championship next week at Stone, but we'll talk about that a little bit later. 10-14 left to go here in quarter number 1. Lefew on the keeper that time picks up needed, and it's a 1st and 10 for the Dragons. York just methodically marching down the field. Got a man in motion. This time they're going to hand it off to Cooper. Cooper cuts back inside. Cooper breaks a tackle. Cooper still on his feet and all the way up to the 48-yard line before he's brought down. And Cooper had one man to beat and was tripped up and dropped at the 47s where they're going to mark him. But that's going to be 1st and 10 Dragons just shy of Owl territory. Spivey with the tackle, and Spivey saved a touchdown there as had he not brought him down, it would have been clear sailing for Cooper down the right or down the middle of the field. Coming up now will be Lefew under center. He's got Cooper in the backfield. Man in motion's Miller. They're going to hand to Cooper right up the middle, and he'll bang his way up to midfield, and he's going to be stopped right short of the 50-yard line. Going to be just this side of the 50. It's going to be 2nd and 7. York just banging away, trying to punch it in here. York has scored on both previous possessions, and they have 9 minutes left to go here in this quarter. They'd love to run some time off the clock, punch it in again. Smith County would like to get a stop and maybe get a score before halftime because they get the ball to start the second half. Lefew under center. Got a man in motion, drops back. Lefty's going to fake it. He's going to throw one deep. He's got Drake out there, but now we're going to have an interference call on the Owls as number 15, Drake, was out there, and number 15 just Dante Mosley. Mosley ran into him. That's going to be a pass interference. And that's going to be pass interference, and that will give the Dragons, should give the Dragons another first down. Drake was out there. Lefty's pass was on point, but running into him was number 15, Mosley. Mosley ran into him. That's a 15-yard penalty. That's a big one. Marches the Dragons all the way down to the 36-yard line for a 1st and 10 Dragons. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line. Headings will check back in. Headings in the backfield now. Man in motion is Miller. They're going to head it up to Headings. Headings hit by one, hit by another, still on his feet, and finally brought down by a host of Owls at the yard line. Not much sledding there for the big guy Headings, but he took a couple of them with him for a couple of yards before he was brought down. And the jackhammer picks up 2, and it's a 2nd and 8. Or they're going to say 2nd and 9. Actually, now they're 2nd and 8. They keep moving the ball from one side of the 35 to the other. Now they'll put it down with 8:10 left to go here in the first half. York on top 14-0. Dragons just marching down the field. Lefty got Miller in motion. Now Lefty going to go out, and Lefty going to have to cut back inside. They took away the pitch, and he's going to get a couple. Before he's brought down, it's going to be 3rd and long for the Dragons. That time Miller was on the motion, and he was going to pitch it to Miller, but one of the Owls, a great defensive play, got up in between them, and he couldn't make the pitch, and he had to cut back in and take a 1-yard gain, and now it's going to be 3rd and about 7 for the Dragons for the first down at the 34-yard line of the Owls. 7.5 minutes left to go here in quarter number 2. Headed toward halftime in this one. York on top 14-0. Under center goes Lefty. Lefty got a man in motion. Going to fake the handoff. Rolls out. He's looking. The left-hander will dump it off. There's wide open. Number 4, Holdren. He's going to rumble all the way down to the 14-yard line. Holdren all the way down to the 14, and Holdren was so wide open you thought they owed him money, folks. There wasn't nobody around him, and he got the catch, and he rumbles down out of the tight end spot all the way to the 14-yard line where it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Dragons inside the red zone. 1st and 10 at the 14. York down under 7 minutes, just taking time off the clock and marching down the field. That is what the wing tee is designed for, folks. The snap, they're going to hand it off to Cooper. Cooper going to cut back inside. Cooper going to head for the corner. He's in the end zone for a touchdown, Dragons. York with a 20-0 lead as they scored on their first 3 possessions, and they lead it now 22-0. As it looks like Johan West going to come in this time and try to make it a 21-0 lead. York has to remember, though, last year they had that big lead, and it dwindled really quickly as they made a mistake, and then the Owls come storming back and took a win away from them that cost them the district region title, regular season title. The kick is up. The kick is good with 6:39 to go here in the first half. It's now a 21-0 York lead. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
This is a critical time for our nation. It's hard to know what to believe in. One thing we know is true. The National Rifle Association has endorsed John Mark Wendell for his vigorous defense of the Second Amendment freedoms. John Mark Wendell is solid pro-gun and pro-hunting and has earned NRA's endorsement and an A+ rating.
Paid for by John Mark Wendell. And back here where York now has a 21-0 lead on a hot night here in Smith County. Very hot in here, and especially in the press box here. I'm sweating like I owe the IRS money or something. Anyway, it's going to be kicked out this time by the Dragons. Johan West, York on top 21-0. 6.5 minutes left to go here in the first half. Smith County really needs to get something started here. They will get the football to start the second half, but they are trailing now by 3 scores. And York seems to be hitting on all cylinders on offense. Holdren with that big catch a moment ago, and Holdren rumbled down to the 15. Then Cooper took it in from there. West now will kick it away. West. The kick is a line driver, and that's going to hit and roll and goes out of bounds. The Owls got a big break there as it goes out of bounds, and I believe that'll give it to them on the 30 or the 35-yard line to start it. We'll see as it's called kicked out of bounds, and that is, I think they call that a legal procedure if I'm not mistaken. But it'll be 1st and 10 for the Owls on their own 35-yard line, so that's pretty good starting position for the Dragons. And I don't know if they call that, I think they call that I don't know if they call that a delay of game or what the actual call is, but it's going to be 1st and 10 now for the Owls at the 35. Good position for them. 6.5 minutes left to go here in the first half of play. Spivey going to drop back. He's got Horde to his right. Horde. And now the Owls look to be going to throw. They're going to try to throw it. They'll throw it out. They got a man out there and bring it down at the 40-yard line, 41-yard line. Actually, right just past the 40-yard line is going to be number 7 again. Good reception there by number 7. That is Martin on the reception. Going to make it 2nd and about 5. Got about half of the distance. He need a little more, maybe 6. So closer to 6. We'll say 2nd and 4. 21-0 York as we hit toward the 6-minute mark of this first half. 6 minutes left to play, and now the Owls in the shotgun. They'll hand it off to Gibbs. No, it will be Gibbs. He's trying to skirt the outside. York's got it cut down. They're going to get him for about a yard gain. They drop him down for about a yard gain, maybe not even that much, maybe about a half a yard as York spread that out well, and they forced him to the sideline. Let that sideline be that 12th tackler, and then just dropped him down right there. So it's going to be 3rd and long again for the Owls. 4. We'll see what his crew can do on this one. We're down 5 minutes left to go in the first half. York 3 possessions, 3 scores in this first half. Has Spivey in the shotgun now. Got Gibbs and Horde in the backfield. Now Gibbs going to roll out. They're going to look for Gibbs. Gibbs going to throw it downfield, and that one's going to be caught at about the 49-yard line, just shy of the 50 by the big guy, DJ Burke. DJ Burke, he lined up in the backfield. This time he came out of that tight end spot and gets the first down for the Owls right about midfield. Smith County would love to drive down here and get a score. They'll get the football to start the second half, so they can get right back in this ball game quickly. York got to stiffen their defense here. As we said, York a defensive touchdown this season through the first games. And now the snap, they're going to hand it off to Gibbs. Gibbs trying to bounce outside. He's going to be caught from behind after about a 2-yard gain. Good job that time by the Dragons. It looks like on the play going to be number 76. I believe that is Bryce Slavin. It is. Slavin runs him down after a 3-yard gain. 2nd and 7 now for the Owls. York may have been able to stop the run pretty much by the Owls. They're going to put Burke in the backfield now and give him some size. Burke and Gibbs in the backfield. They'll hand it to Burke. Burke gets through the first one, but he's tripped up right there. Got maybe a yard or 2. Good job by the Dragons to under him there. Coming up off the bottom is going to be made. The stop actually made by number 70. They said LeFew, but LeFew. I even good now. It looked like Walker was one to come up and cut him down first. And now it's going to be 3rd and about 7 for the Owls. York needs to get some pressure on Spivey if he drops back to pass. This time number 21 in the backfield with him. And number 21 is Marshall. Quick throw out to number 7. He's going to make a move, but he gets away from the tackle as West can't hang on to him. And Martin's headed down. He's going to be dropped at the 11-yard line, but he's going to have a first down. And that time West had him for a short of the first down, and West just let him get away. He did not wrap him up. And it's going to be 1st and 10 Owls inside the Dragon red zone at the 13-yard line. 3:18 left to go here in the first half of play, and the Owls making a move here. Once again, the Owls will get the football to start the second half. Now they're going to bring in a big receiver, number 15, into the game. And look out for that corner jump ball as Spivey going to keep it himself. Cuts back inside, gets up to about the 5-yard line. He's going to be very close to another first down, maybe just short. Going to be second and about 2 for the Owls. All right, 2nd and 3 is where they mark him. The Owls can get a first down without getting a touchdown as Burke comes back in now. DJ Burke, the big sophomore, comes back in as we're down to 2.5 minutes. York's defense is bent. They got to not break here. As back in the shotgun, this is Gibbs as they're going to run the Wildcat formation. Gibbs takes the snap, hands it off to number 7, Martin, who cuts through, and he dives ahead. He's close to the yard line. So it's going to be first and goal from the 1 now for the Owls. And the Owls knocking on the door with 2:15 left to go here in the first half. A 21-0 York lead. Johan West let the receiver Martin get away, and when he did, Martin took it down deep into Dragon territory, and now they're set up with a first and goal from, they say, the 2-yard line. Looks closer to the 1. And it's going to be Gibbs in the shotgun. Gibbs takes a snap. He goes straight ahead, dives. Did he get there? I don't see a signal. Touchdown, Owls. York gives up their first touchdown of the season as the Owls, Apple Gibbs, dives in for the touchdown, and it's 21-6 now. York leading with a $1:43 left to go here in this quarter. We're headed toward halftime, and York has given up their first touchdown. And let's see, York has not given up a touchdown in their first 4 games. Am I right? Let me check it. I'll make sure. The first 3 games, but they've given one up. So York has gone 13 quarters without giving up a touchdown. And now we got a penalty on the field. And on the extra point, something, I'm not sure what the flag was, but there looks like they're backing the Owls up. And so they're going to back the Owls up. Something, I guess, too many men on the field, I believe, was the call. And they back them up by about 5 yards, and now it's going to be a longer extra point, and they're going to go for it anyway. As back to kick is number 90. And I do not have a 90 on my roster. Let's see. I got a number 9, but not a 90. The snap is down. The kick is up. It's blocked. York blocks it. And it's going to be no good. So we're with 1:43 left to go here in the first half. It's 21-6. York back in 30 seconds.
Jamestown Regional has always been committed to providing the highest quality of patient care. We work hard every day to contribute to the health of our patients and to the well-being of our community by providing many jobs and services. Now we are proud to be serving our community once again as Jamestown Regional Medical Center. JRMC, a Renova Health company, will continue the tradition of providing quality care, comprehensive services, and an experienced team of physicians and caregivers.
Well, the York Dragons keeping your comfort. Defensive touchdown, 1-yard dive by Gibbs, and the Owls are on the scoreboard, but the Dragons blocked the extra point, and now the Owls will kick off, and York will have 1:43 before halftime. We'll see what the Dragons try to do here as they have 1:43 left to go here in the first half. And back to kick it is number 90, and I do not have a 90 on my roster. We'll have to see who number 90 is. That may be Enoch. They got him as number 9, though. I know he's not on the team, where Jared Grisham is number 9. So number 90 to kick it away. And the kick's going to be a line drive, and that one's going to go out of bounds. So York will get it at the 35-yard line. They got 65 yards to go and $1:43 left to play here in the first half. York on top 21-6. See what York does here. Whether they play it conservative or if Coach Derwin Wright rolls the dice and goes for it. As York's got, I think, 2 of their 3 timeouts left. They took one earlier. And they may have 2 of their 3 timeouts left. They're going to get it on the 35-yard line. 1st and 10 Dragons. A minute 43 left to go here in this first half. York will come to the line. And Lefevue under center. He's got Holdren out to the right, Drake to the left, and he'll step back. Landrick will throw it out there, and that's going to short hop that one. That one's no good, incomplete. Tried to get it to Drake, but short hopped it. So York will have it 2nd and 10 now, and that took just a little bit of time off the clock. One thing you don't want to do is get back to the Owls with any time left on the clock, as you don't want them to have a shot to come down and get within a touchdown and get the ball to start the second half. 1st and 10 York at the 35. Snap, they're going to hand it off. No, they're going to pitch it out, and it's going to be picked up by Miller, but Miller's way back there. Miller's going to get dropped for about a 10-yard loss, as that was just a bad pitch from Lefevue. Pitch was way out, and Lefevue, bad pitch on that one, and now York's got it 3rd and really long, and I'm surprised the Owls maybe not calling timeout. Well, they might try to call timeout and see if they can keep some time on the clock for a chance for them. York looking like this is going to be their first stall of the first half. They scored on their first 3 possessions. We're down to 60 seconds left to go here in the quarter. York going to come to the line. They're in no hurry. They're just going to try to, I think, run the clock out. Lefevue under center. We'll wait for the hand to go up. He does. And he's got a man in motion, going to hand out to Miller. Miller going to cut back inside. Miller's got some room. He's got away from one man. He's going to get back to the 40-yard line before he's brought down. And with 35 seconds now, York will have a 4th down. And the Owls not stopping the clock. Now they're going to stop the clock. So Owls take a here, but they didn't do it. They take a timeout. 25 seconds to go here in the first half. 1-6, York.
It's that time of the year again when temperature is dropping and folks are enjoying the crisp air. This means it's also time to schedule your fall maintenance. Before you ask your poor furnace to keep you warm all winter long, let our technicians come tune up your system for maximum performance. Call Condition Heating and Cooling, your Carrier factory authorized dealer, to save the most energy dollars all winter. Carrier, turn to the experts.
Condition Heating and Cooling.
Have it 4th and about 6. Their first stop of the night by the Smith County Owls, and York they're going to have to probably punt it away here. Smith County trails by 15, but they get the ball to start the second half. So if they can make something happen right here, they could be really right back in this ball game, as the momentum is kind of shifted now to the Owls. York actually showing they're going. York's going to go for it. As Lefevue will bring his squad up, York going to go for it. Got a man in motion. They're going to give it to Miller. Miller bounces off one, still on his feet. Miller's got the first down, and that should do it for the half. Miller picks up about 8, needed 7, got 8. And York takes a timeout. So we got a timeout on the field. We'll be back. 30 seconds.
In Coach Charles Vaughn's 17 years of coaching, he took his team to the state playoffs and led them in multiple district and bowl championships. His life modeled teamwork, integrity, and hard work. I'm Joy Vaughn, and this man not only was my dad, but he was my coach. I grew up learning these values, and they are a large part of what Meadowthrift Pharmacy is founded on. Come out and support our York football team.
Well, York takes a timeout now, and it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Dragons at the 48-yard line, their own 48, so they got 52 yards to go with 19.7 seconds. Not a lot of time, but after they got the first down, Miller with a good run gets the first down. York keeps the drive alive. They have not been stopped yet. And time right now is their biggest opponent, as they took a lot of time earlier trying to let the clock run down. Now they call a timeout. Got a man in motion. The Lefty's stepping back. Lefty's going to air one out. Got a man out there. Intercepted, though. A great play there as back playing defense was. He picks it off at the 23-yard line. So it's 1st and 10 Owls at the 23, but they've got 13 seconds to go. So that worked just about as well as a punt, but it goes as a turnover for the Dragons with 13 seconds to go, and the Owls have got to go 76 yards for the touchdown. So York needs to make sure they make tackles here, as they let one get away earlier and gave up their first defensive touchdown of the season to the Smith County Owls. After going 13 quarters without giving up a score, they give up their first of the year. And now the Owls are coming up. Spivey in the shotgun. And we're going to get a timeout called by the Owls. The Owls didn't like what they saw, so they called timeout. Timeout on the field. We'll be back with 13.4 seconds to go in the half.
Like a great sports team needs a great captain to lead them, a county needs a great executive to move it forward. And Fentress County has it in Jimmy Johnson. Jimmy believes in this county and its endless possibilities. So for great sports and a great county, be like County Executive Jimmy Johnson and back Fentress County all the way.
Well, the York Dragons get stopped by an interception at the 24-yard line. Their first stop of the game by the Owls. The Owls' first defensive stop. So York will have it now, or I should say Smith County will have it now. They got 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line. And York needs to set some folks back and play some good pass defense, as York got beat the last time back. Now York going to drop a couple of kids back deep. And we'll see what the Owls try to do here. It will be Spivey, low snap. Spivey getting a big rush, throws it out there, hit as he throws it, and it's dropped right at the 41-yard. Got a man wide open, and dropping that one was the Owls. It looks like, I think that was number 2, if I believe, on the intended reception. That would have been, no, actually that was Spivey that threw it. I'm not sure who that was on the far side, couldn't get the number. Well, it's going to be 2nd and 10 now for the Owls with 8.3 seconds to go here in this first half of play. We're almost to halftime of this first half. Both teams have a turnover. York an interception with 13 seconds to go. And Smith County had a fumble on their first possession. And back the snap. Spivey dropping, looking, throws. He got a man out there, and it's underthrown with 3.2 seconds left to go in the quarter, as he had a man out there, and number 15, but coming up was Drake. Drake was going to make the play if he did come up with a catch, but too low, and it's incomplete, and it's 21-6 now with 3.2 seconds to go. This should be the last play of the half. Then we'll take a 2-minute break after we get to halftime, and then we'll be back to take a look at our old board halftime stats. And I'm going to tell Gerald Jug I play those out of when I call for me, I play them out of the show log. Just play the old Ben Franklin Ford spot in the show log. Now, Spivey with 3-man split out wide to the right, takes a low snap, bobbled it, and now he is going to be hit and dropped at the 20-yard line. That's halftime. Halftime of this one, and at the half, it is the York Dragons on top, 21-6. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
Fentress Farmers Co-op, happy to be a proud sponsor of York Dragon football. We wish you a winning season. Every game is a success when you have played your best. Fentress Farmers Co-op, bringing you quality products from feed, seed, and fertilizer, to automotive, to animal health and pet products, to gas, diesel, and propane, to clothing and boots for the family and the gift shop. All this and much more at Fentress Farmers Co-op, 1219 Old Highway 127 South, Jamestown. Go Dragons!
With Twin Lakes Future-Proof Fiber Network, experience the gig difference. With up to 1,000 megabits per second, everything's different. Connect as many devices as you'd like and stream videos without buffering. Music and photos fly, gaming gets real, and nobody's left hanging. That's the gig difference with Twin Lakes. Call or visit us online at twinlakes.net to get your gig today. Some restrictions apply. Speed's not available in all areas.
Buying a new car should not feel like a scavenger hunt. First, you go from one dealership to look around. Next, you go to another dealership clear across town for a test drive. Hold it! There is a better way. At Casey's Frontier Chevrolet, you will find an incredible selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs to fit you and your budget. Casey's offers easy, no-hassle financing, and bad credit is no problem. Casey's Chevy is just 12 miles north of Cookeville on Highway 111, or browse the huge selection at Casey'sChevy.com, the dealership in the cow pasture.
Stock number SP7285. Financing with approved credit. Some exclusions apply. See dealer for details.
Right now at Pizza Hut.
Get 2 medium 2-topping Pizza Hut pizzas
For just $5.99 each.
The perfect pair.
At the perfect price.
Order however you want.
Delivery or carry out.
Call or click.
Get one for me.
And me.
Or just you and yours.
Everyone gets what they want.
So get your perfect pair now.
2 medium 2-topping pizzas.
Just $5.99 each.
Because no one out-pizzas the Hut.
Ask for this offer. Additional charge for extra cheese, select crust types, and additional toppings. Product availability, prices, participation, delivery areas, and charges, and minimum purchase required for delivery may vary. Delivery charge is not a driver tip.
21-6. Time now for the Old Ben Franklin Ford halftime stats brought to you by Old Ben Franklin Ford in Wartburg. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Over 80% of business owners say loyal customers are the keys to a successful business. At Hall Family Pharmacy, we appreciate our loyal customers and want to thank you by offering you a copay pass. With the Hall Family Pharmacy Customer Loyalty Program, come by the pharmacy and pick up a punch card. Every time you fill a prescription, you will get a punch on the card. When the card is full, bring it in and get your copay pass. It's a simple way for us to say thank you for your business. So stop by Hall Family Pharmacy to get your Customer Loyalty Program punch card today.
Where the band's getting ready to play. I believe some of their alumni are going to play tonight. Time now for the Old Ben Franklin halftime stats. Taking a look at the stats from this one, York leads at 21-6. First downs, York 11 to Smith County 7. Passing yards, or I should say rushing yards, York 20 for 170. Smith County 17 for 32. Passing yards, York 32, Smith County 88. Passing attempts, York was, Atlanta Gradview was 3 of 5 with 1 interception, while Smith County's Spivey was 6 of 8 and no turnovers. Total offensive yards, York 202, Smith County 120. And looking at some of the other things, York has had a interception, while Smith County has had a fumble. York's time of possession, they had 11:31, Smith County 12:29, pretty much even there. As far as individual stats, York has Thomas Miller with 78 yards rushing, Cole Cooper 38, Josiah Headings 37, and Ben Cooper 11. For the Smith County Owls, DJ Burke 14, Jaden Apple Gibbs 13, Eli Martin 5, and Cameron Spivey 7. As we said, Spivey is 6 of 8 for 86 yards. When sacked once, had a long of 34. Lefeview is 3 of 5 with 1 interception. He has 32 yards long. Total was, or his longest was 20. Receiving, Lathan Drake is 2 for 12. Zach Holdren 1 for 20. For the Owls, Eli Martin 5 for 80. DJ Burke 1 for 8. Punting, Spivey has punted 1 time for 37 yards. York has not punted tonight. York has 1 turnover that ended their last drive with 13 seconds to go. Scoring, York had Thomas Miller with a 54-yard run. Johan West missed the extra points. It was 6-0. That's at 9:26 of the first. At 3:48 in the first, York's Ben Cooper had a 5-yard run. Thomas Miller, a pass from Landick Lefeview, and the 2-point conversion was good. York then, with 6:39 to go in the second quarter, Cole Cooper had a 14-yard run. Johan West, the extra point. It was 21-0. Then the Smith County Owls get their first score of the game as Jaden Apple Gibbs had a 1-yard dive, and the extra point was blocked, and it's 21-6 here at the halftime. York giving up their first defensive touchdown of the season after 13 quarters previously not having a touchdown scored against their defense, but they give their first one up tonight. Well, we're going to take a timeout now, as these has been our Old Ben Franklin Ford halftime stats brought to you by Old Ben Franklin Ford. Gerald, play them another spot here in just a second.
Hello, everyone. I'm Bruce Babb, GM of Old Ben Franklin Ford in Wartburg, Tennessee.
Ford cheaper over in the country, so head on over to Wartburg for your next Ford car, truck, SUV, whatever you're going to buy. See the guys at Old Ben Franklin. They'll give you the best price around. Well, we're going to take a time out and let Gerald update you on the weather, maybe play some music or something, and we'll be back in just a little while for half number 2. York leads it, though, here at halftime, 21-6.
Hello, everyone. I'm Bruce Babb, GM of Old Ben Franklin Ford in Wartburg, Tennessee. If you're in the market for a newer pre-owned car, truck, or SUV, give us a call at 1-877-NEW-FORD.
And welcome back to Smith County High School as we're set for second half to get underway. And York on top 21-6, and we're set for the second half to get underway, and we'll see if the Dragons can keep up that momentum. The Dragons gave up their first score of the year. They had went 13 quarters without allowing a touchdown, and now they've allowed their first defensive touchdown of the season. They did have a special teams snafu against Grundy County and allowed Grundy County to score a touchdown, and Grundy County also scored on a fumble by Lefevue that gave them some points. But for the most part, York's defense has been outstanding all season. And here on a hot night in Smith County, they're doing pretty good again tonight. Just gave up that one touchdown. Had they been able to wrap up on a pass play, they might not have one. But either way, it's going to be York kicking off. Johan West will kick it away. Back is the Owls number 7, Martin, and Gibbs. No, actually, it's not Gibbs. It's going to be back at number 21 for the Owls. That is Marshall back. So Marshall back with Martin. And Eli Martin and Marshall back deep. West will kick it away. Second half of this one getting set to get underway. And the official, we're waiting on the official. We're waiting on the official. And we're waiting on the official, and we're waiting on the official, and here we go. You're going to kick it away. Big second half coming up here, as this one's going to be a short one. It's going to be taken by the right side, and he gets away from the first one, gets up to the 40 or to the 35-yard line. That was a good return there by Marshall. Marshall got a 14 on the return, and it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Owls at their own 35-yard line. Spivey and his crew will come back up. They had some success in that second half, or that second quarter. They got a little bit of the momentum before we went into halftime. We'll see if that can carry over. And it's going to be 1st and 10. Back in the shotgun goes Spivey. He's got Horde beside him. And now got a man in motion. They're going to hand it off to Gibbs in motion. Gibbs being strung out, still being strung out. Here comes Lefevue to bring him down the 35-yard line at the line of scrimmage. Great play by Landrick Lefevue. Good play by the outside players for the Dragons, as that time Drake and them spread it out, and Lefevue came from behind and brought him down for no gain. 2nd and 10 now for the Owls. A little jet sweep did not work on that one, as they brought him from the right side and across to hand it off to him, and Gibbs will run down right at the line of scrimmage. Going to make it 2nd down and 10 now for the Owls. Under center goes Spivey. Got a man in motion. They're going to hand it off to the big guy in the middle, DJ Burke, and he gets about 3 yards before he's brought down. Good job by the Dragons to come back on that one, and Burke's hat comes off, so he's going to have to leave the ring. Number 50 for the Dragons coming up making a hit. That is Gifford. And good hit by Gifford on that one. And it's going to be 3rd down and about 6 for the Owls. And here's where the Dragons safeties and corners got to make the play over here on the pass, because they love to throw at this position. Spivey got 2 men in motion. Shifting to the far side. The snap's low. Spivey comes up with. Spivey going to roll out. Now he's going to throw it at the last minute. Got a man out there, and he can't hang on to it. And wide open. And now Coach Derwin Wright is furious with Johan West. Johan West was leaving room for easy catch and a first down had he not dropped it, because West was off him a good 3 to 4 yards, and his man was wide open, just could not hang on to it. So Spivey will step back to punt it away, but watch out, Spivey is the quarterback, folks. He's all the way back at his 29. We got Drake all the way back at the 26 of York. Last time Drake let it hit and came up with it, and then now this drive, and it's going to be bouncing, and Drake's going to take it and almost fumbled it and goes down right at the 30-yard line. And Drake playing a little Russian roulette out there both times tonight. And no, that was not Drake. That was number 27 on the return. I just thought that was Drake. 27 was Jacoby Allen on that one. So now it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Dragons on their own 30-yard line, leading 21-0, just underway here in quarter number 2, or half number 2, I should say, as it was a 3-and-out now for the Owls. York will come up with it 1st and 10 at their own 30. York with the football on. They will bring it up. Got Headings in the backfield in the fullback position. You've Miller, and now Miller going to go in motion. They're going to hand out to Miller. He's going to cut back inside. Miller breaks the tackle. He's still on his feet. Gets up to almost first down territory. He's going to be brought down just shy of it, I believe. And that could bring up, well, they're going to say he made it. So he gets the first down, 1st and 10 Dragons at the 41-yard line. Good run by Thomas Miller. Miller's having a good night again tonight. Had big nights in the past, and he's having another good one tonight. Just under 10 minutes left to go here in quarter number 3. York moving the ball again. Lefeview up under center. Waiting. And he's letting some of that clock tick off. And he'll wait for the official to raise his hand. Now he will step under and take the snap, as you got 5 seconds once the official raises his hand. This time he's going to head it off to Cooper, and Cooper going to be hit after about a gain of 1. Cooper maybe got 1, may have got dropped right at the line of scrimmage. I don't think he got much, if he got any at all. I don't think he lost any, but we'll see where they mark it at. I think he got pretty much just back to the line of scrimmage. So it's going to be 2nd and 10, maybe even lost. They start showing he lost about a half a yard. So a 2nd and 10.5 now for the Dragons. 9 minutes left to go here in quarter number 3. York slow getting the line. They're taking their time, methodical and slow. That's what the wing T does for you. As York comes up the line of scrimmage, this time Lefeview under center. Got a man in motion, hands it off to Headings up the middle. Headings going to lower his head. He's got one man to break. He does. There goes Martin trying to get him down. Then they're going to tackle him. Brian, he breaks that tackle, still on his feet. And the jackhammer all the way to, did he get there? Oh, they say the 1-yard line. It looked like he got across the 1-yard line, but the jackhammer carrying all the Owls to the house. And the Dragons got it 1st and goal at the 1-yard line, just saving a touchdown as Josiah Headings busted that one and almost was there for pay dirt. Josiah just running over people, folks, and Martin had a shot at him, tried to bring him down, tried to cut him low, and he just stepped over him. So now it's going to be 1st and goal for the Dragons. And they mark him about the 1-yard line. This is the Dragons' 5th possession. They scored on their first 3. Cooper in now for Headings. Lefeview got a man in motion, going to hand it off to him. That's Cooper diving for the end zone for a touchdown, Dragons. Touchdown by Cooper. It's at 27-6, and Johan West will come out to put on the extra point. Dragons now have the lead of 27-6. And West looking to make it 28. Snap is down. The kick is up. The kick is good with 8:04 left to go here in the third. It's 28-6 Dragons.
Nothing's more fun than enjoying a summer day watching baseball. From the kids in our Little League programs to our local high school and area college teams, show your support. Go to a game and cheer for your team. The whole community benefits. Upper Cumberland Federal Credit Union, a better way to bank. Federally insured by NCUA. Online at ucfcu.org.
Back here where York now takes a 28-6 lead, and we have got 8:04 left to go here in the third quarter. York marching down behind a big, powerful run by Josiah Hennings, who was hit at least 6 times and just rolled over the Owls and almost made it to the end zone. Punching it in from the one, though, is Cole Cooper, and now the Dragons go up 28-6. Kicking it away will be Johan West. West to kick. And he kicks it right straight down the middle, right at Marshall at the 13-yard line. Marshall will bring it on the run. Marshall jumps outside, and he is hit, gets away from a tackle, still on his feet. Finally brought down right about the 30-yard line. As he got a good return on that one. Looked like he's going to be stopped back about the 20, but got a pretty decent run out of it. 1st and 10 for the Owls right at their own 30-yard line. They trail the Dragons 28-6. York's defense gave up their first touchdown of the season tonight, I should say. I'll remind you once again that at the half it was Pickett County 20, Red Bull and Springs 13. The Bobcats leading that one. 7:54 to go in the third quarter of this one, and the Dragons are all over the Owls 28-6. Spivey back in the shotgun. He's got Gibbs, and also back there with him is Horde. Gibbs going to roll out, and they're going to they're going to give it off to Horde. He cuts up the middle, and he is hit, breaks a tackle, and then he runs into number 76, who brings him down. And then on top of that, Cole Cooper are able to knock him down, and a little pushing and shoving there. Cole comes up with his hands up. He said, I ain't doing nothing. Don't want to get a penalty on that and give the Owls a first down. Be second now and 5, as that was a good run there by Horde. Horde able to break a couple tackles, pick up a nickel on that one. 2nd and 5, 7:26 to go in the third. York leading 28-6. Up will come the Owls. Going to be 2nd and 5. They've got Horde and Gibbs back in the shotgun with Spivey. Got Gibbs rolling out now. They're looking downfield. They're going to chuck one out there. York's got a couple defenders up there and almost picked off. York almost got the interception as Cooper almost had the pick, but he was ran into good to play that time by number 7 Martin to block it down and keep Thomas or Miller from coming up with the interception. Miller almost had the pick on that one. Good D by Miller. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5 for the Owls. York would love to get a stop here, get the football back. Going back in the shotgun goes Spivey. Got 2 split out wide to the left. Got the big tight end Burke over to the right, and York's going to jump off sides. York got over anxious on that one, and they're going to jump as coming across was 76 for the Dragons. That was Bryce Slavin, the nose guard. He just got a little overzealous, and that's going to they should give the Owls a first down at will, as that was the 5 yards they needed for the first down. So there's one of those hallmark first when you care to give the best, and York just gave 5 yards up there. Line. Headed under 7 minutes. We're actually under 7 minutes. 6:57 left to go in the third quarter. York on top, 28-6. It will be back in the shotgun. Goes Spivey. Spivey takes the snap, hands it off to Gibbs. Gibbs trying to cut back, and that's going nowhere. Gibbs hit right at the line of scrimmage. That play has not worked all night, as Gibbs has just been bottled up and totally contained in this ball game. That's going to make it 2nd and 10 now for the Owls, as they'll bring in some more receivers now. Burke comes out, Horde comes out, and also number 9 Grisham comes out. 2nd and long now for the Owls. Spivey in the shotgun. He's got Gibbs and number 15 over to the right side. Got 2 to the left. Takes a snap, low snap. Quick out to number 15, and he is hit immediately and driven out of bounds at the 46-yard line. Going to bring up third and about 5, maybe 6. They may have picked up 6, about 4 for the first down. So call it 3rd and 4 as he got just across midfield. The Owls, you got to think pretty soon going to be in the situation where they're going to have to go for it on 4th down if they don't get it on 3rd. They trail 28-6, and York will watch the Owls come up, and it will be Spivey in the shotgun. Got 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Takes the snap. He's rolling to his right. He's going to throw it down to Coleman. Down inside. 7. Good catch that time by the Owls, number 15. That is Dante Mosley. Mosley with the reception. And it's 1st and 10 for the Owls. York almost picked that one off. They had a guy going for it. Had he been able to pick it off, he had nothing but real estate in front of him. But he got through, and it gets a 1st down for the Owls at the 40 of York. 1st and 10 now. 3 wide to the left, 1 to the right. Snap, and this time they're going to pitch it over to number 21. He's going to try to get outside. He's going to be wrapped up and dropped behind the 40. Another great play by Landrick Lefew. Lefew's been playing outstanding on that sweep plays, and from his right linebacker position, Lefew's been coming up and making some big hits, and that's going to be a loss of 2 for the Owls. The Owls take 1 step forward and 2 steps back after that. They now got it 2nd and looks like more like 13 for the 1st down. We're under the 5-minute mark of the 3rd quarter. York on top by 22. As now it will be Spivey in the shotgun. Spivey takes the snap, rolling. He gets the pass off. He called wide open. Number 7, Martin's headed to the sideline. He's going to go in the end zone for a touchdown, Owls. York went for the interception again and missed it, and Martin had an easy rumble into the end zone for a 42-yard touchdown by the Owls. Martin, that time, York went for the interception, and when they did, the misplay allowed Martin to be wide open. Martin had nobody close to him, just had to rumble down in the end zone for the touchdown. And it's cut now to a 28-12 game, and it looks like Spivey and the Owls going to go for 2 to try to make this a 2-touchdown game. York has given up 2 touchdowns this season, and that's been in the 2nd and 3rd quarters of this game. Spivey got 2 men over to the right. York looking to get a big rush. They're going to throw it out, and that's going to be incomplete, way out in front of the intended receiver. And the 2-point conversion is no good, and we have 4:34 to go in the 3rd, and York leads it 28-12. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Lefew's going to keep it. It's going to be, he gets away from one tackle. Lefew's still running. Cuts back up. Lefew's still on his feet. Lefew's still on his feet. He's down the sideline. He's headed for pay there. Touchdown, Dragons!
Hello, everyone. This is John Robbins on behalf of State Representative John Mark Wendell, wishing the York Dragons many touchdowns and many wins during the 2018 football season. John Mark is happy to be a sponsor of the play-by-play broadcast and hopes that you enjoy each and every game. Again, on behalf of Representative John Mark Wendell, this is John Robbins saying, best of luck, Dragons.
Well, York will get the football back now, leading only by 28-12 a lead. York needs to take the ball here and take this possession and move downfield and take some time off the clock and put up another point, another score. York has scored on all but 1 possession in this ball game. Right now they lead it by 16, 28-12. Smith County will kick it away. Number 90 to kick it. I don't have a name for number 90, but he's going to kick it away. And here we go, as the kick going to be a low-line driver, and that one's going to head out of bounds again, so York's going to get to 35. The Owls kicker has been trying to place it, and the bad thing, he's been placing it out of bounds. And it's going to be 1st and 10 Dragons at the 35-yard line. Their own 35-yard line. 4.5 minutes to go. York needs a drive here to get rid of at least this 3rd quarter. Go into that final frame with a 2-touchdown lead. Smith County's Eli Martin had a great night. He got a couple of big receptions. Now that last one was a big get them back in the ball game. York now going to have their second possession of the second half. And we got 4:34 left to go here in the quarter. And up will come the Dragons. York has it 1st and 10 of the 35-yard line. Lefty will get under center. Got Cooper in the backfield this time. And he's got the ball off to Miller. Miller over the left side is hit and stopped. Good job by the Owls defense. Spivey come up and stuck him on that one after about a 1.5 yard gain. York had Cole Cooper going to the right side. Then Miller went to the left side, and he handed off to Miller. Miller got a couple of yards, and he was stopped. And coming in for the Dragons is Johan West is coming in. York has it 2nd and 8. 4 minutes left to go here in the third quarter. And York getting all their players set as Lefty will come up under center. And Lefty going to hand it off up the middle and banging straight ahead for what's close to a first down is Ben Cooper. Just some hard running by Ben. As Michael Jackson say, if you only had a friend like Ben. He gets the first down, and it's 1st and 10 for the Dragons at the 45. A little past the 45 of the Owls. That's about the 45 and a half. So York with the first down. And it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Dragons. 3.5 minutes left to go in this one. York just taking their time. They're up by 2 touchdowns. No hurry in this one. York wants to move the football down the field and score here. Go back up by 3 touchdowns. And Lefty under center. Got a man in motion. Going to hand it off to Cooper. Cooper going to try to get outside. He's going to stiff arm one. Still getting outside. He's still on his feet all the way up into Owl territory at the 41-yard line. Great stiff arm by Cooper as the Coal Train gets to the 41 of Smith County. And we got a flag on the play, though, so I believe that'll bring it back. That's probably in the area of holding, so York will back up as they get the penalty. And it's going to be from, looks like they're going to start marking it off just inside Owl territory. That was probably one of those lead. But it's going to be for the Dragons now. Going to be all the way. Whoa, they got that face mask. So it's a face mask penalty. That's a personal foul, so that's a huge one. All the way back to the 37, and now the Dragons got a long way to go with 1st and about, it was a dead ball foul, so it's going to be 1st and about 25 for the Dragons. And so York's got a long way to go now for the first down. Down under 3 minutes left to go here in quarter number 3. As York going to come up slowly to the line. They're taking their time, no hurry. They got 30 seconds to get the play off, and they'll use most of it. Leading by 2 touchdowns with 2.5 minutes to play. Got a man in motion. They're going to hand it off. No, it's going to be Lefty on the keeper. Lefty's around the left side. He's got one man to beat. Spivey gets around him, still on his feet, and he's going to get up to about midfield before he's brought down. So he kicks up a big chunk of it back, and it's going to be 2nd and about 5 for the Dragons. And that was a great fake. Smith County bid on that one as the fake to the right side left Lefty wide open in the left, and he got around Spivey but could not get around the second tackler, and it's going to be 2nd and about 5 for the Dragons as he picks up about, I think he got about 20 on that one, so that's going to be 2nd and 5 for the Dragons. Going on 2 minutes to play here in the third quarter. York, as I said, no hurry. Just taking their time, on top by 2 touchdowns, moving the football again. Back in comes Headings. Left U. It's under center. Sees the hand go up of the official. Got a man in motion. Hands it off to Headings right up the middle. Headings breaks the first tackle, but that's as far as he's going to get. He's going to get a couple of yards. Going to bring up 3rd down and about 3 for the Dragons. Good tackling that time by the Owls. They seen Headings come in. They all went low and just grabbed him around the ankles and held him up. We're going to go under the minute mark here in the third quarter before this one. Snap, so about 2 more plays in this quarter, and period number 3 going to be over with. York trying to run out the third quarter here. Got 65 seconds left in it. They got a third and about 3. Down under a minute now. York will probably snap this with about 40 seconds left to go here in the quarter. Here come the Dragons. They'll come up the line now. It's going to be the hands raised. That means they got 5 seconds to get it off. It's starting to tick down. Lefty's going to have to get it off quick. He gets it off just as the time expired, and they hand it off, and then going straight ahead and almost getting the first down. Depends on where they mark it. This official is marking it right at the 45. It's going to be a first down for the Dragons. We'll see where they mark it at, though. The officials, that's going to be a really bad spot for York. York got a terrible spot on that one. Now they're going to bring it out. Judging from where I'm looking, I'm going to say he's got it by the nose of the football. I'm going to say he's got a first down by the nose of a football, so we'll see just exactly what it is when he gets there, but it looks like about the nose of the football he might have it by. And they're going to set it down, and they'll measure it out, and booyah. By football length. So it's even better than I thought, but York gets the first down. You can call me the Nostradamus of marking there as York gets the first down. Folks, and York has a 1st and 10 at the Owls 45. York just running the clock down. I don't know if they'll even have to snap it before the half or before the quarter end. We're down to 15 seconds, and York may just let this quarter run out. Down to 9. The official still hasn't raised his hand. If he gets past 5, they don't have to snap it, and they don't. York's just going to take this one to the end of the third. We're through 3 of them. It's York 28, Smith County 12.
Your hospital in Jamestown has been tailoring its services to meet the needs of area residents for many years, and for one reason: to keep you, your family, and your neighbors healthy. Now we are proud to be serving our community once again as Jamestown Regional Medical Center. The 2 things that have always been at the core of your hospital: commitment and desire to make this community a healthier place to live. We are Jamestown Regional, a Renova Health company.
Keeping your comfort in mind. Call 879-5909. Condition heating and cooling.
Is this so hot in your home that your family is playing rock, paper, scissors to see who gets dibs on the freezer? Then it's time to call us. With 24/7 emergency service and a full line of energy-efficient American Standard heating and air conditioning equipment, we've got you covered, so you can use your freezer for what it's really meant for. Call for a free quote today.
And back here where we're getting ready for York to get the football back. They're going to have it at the 45 of the Owls, 1st and 10. And final frame of this one, York on top, 28-12. Would love to march it down here and really put the pressure on the Owls if they can take it down here, take a couple more minutes off the clock, and punch it in. 3 touchdowns with under a quarter to play. A lot of points to make up. York going to come under center. It's FU, you got Josiah Headings in the backfield. Cooper on the left wing, Miller on the right wing. And here we go. Final frame of this one. York with the foot. FU going to step up. LeFU takes a snap, hands it off to Headings. Headings right in the middle, bounces off one, breaks another tackle, heads to the outside. The big man turning on the afterburner is going to get pushed out of bounds and pushed into the fence over there as he ran out of bounds at about the 22-yard line. And the jackhammer with another big run. And he's not running around folks, he's running through folks out there. He's going through the Owls like a dose of Mexican tap water at this point. And it's now going to be 1st and 10 for the Dragons at the 22 of the Owls. York just methodically marching down the field again. Big runs by Josiah Headings. Lefty will come under center. Got a man in motion, hands it off to Miller over the left side. Miller trying to skirt the outside, can't get around, gets up to the 20 though before he's brought down, and good tackle there by Spivey. Spivey able to trip him up. Miller looked like he had some room, and Spivey couldn't trip him up, and he did. Just got the hand out there and tripped him up. And now it's going to be 2nd and 8 for the Dragons. And you can bet your score here. Time just ticks away. We're under 11 minutes left to go in the ball game. York on top by 2 touchdowns and back just out. Cooper going to come in this time. Left, you got a man in motion, hands it off to Cooper. Cole Cooper up through the 20 to about the 17-yard line. Going to make it 3rd down and looks like about 5 maybe for the first down, depending on the mark. Looks like he picked up about 3 of them. 28-12 your score. York on top of Smith County in this one. Cooper going to come out and Josiah Headings going to come back in. 28-12 as we hit the 10-minute mark before this one's probably snapped. It'll be under the 10-minute mark. And York just trying to put this one in and make it a 34-12 game and possibly 35-12 game if they can score here. Under center goes Lefew. Lefew takes the snap, hands it off to Miller. Miller going to cut back inside. Miller still on his feet up to the 10, and he's going to be brought back as he gets to the 9-yard line, or almost to the 9-yard line, and that's going to be enough for another Dragon first down. Going to make it 1st and goal from the 9.5-yard line. So it's about as far as you can get without being able to get a first down before you get a touchdown. York needs 9 more yards for pay dirt. That's going to be 1st and 10 Dragons at the 9.5. York looking for what could be the dagger if they can punch it in here. Lefew going to bring his boys up. Lefew under center. Got a man in motion. Takes a snap. Hands to a Cooper. He doesn't get much at all. Maybe a yard. As that one was a little bit discombobbled to start with. As looked like Lefew and Cooper almost ran into each other. So it's going to be 2nd down and 9 for the Dragons. Rather 8, I guess. 2nd down and goal from the 8. York could really use this one. Don't think you'll see York go for a field goal if they don't make it, but we'll see. Up comes Lefew. Lefew hands it. No, he's going to keep it himself. Lefew goes inside, dives up to the 5-yard line, just inside the 5. It's going to be 3rd and goal from the 5 now for the Dragons. That time they faked the handoff to Headings, and everybody went after Headings because one guy ain't going to stop him. And Josiah just a handle now as we're going to hit under 8 minutes to go. York has run 4 minutes off the clock here in its final frame. And now have it 3rd and goal from the 5. They need a 5-yard to play here. But you can bet they'll go on in 4th down on this one if they don't get it here. 28-12. Just under 8 minutes to play here in the 4th quarter. Left center. Got a man in motion. Fakes it, going to hand it off to Headings, and Headings going to be stacked up right there. York is going to be 4th and 6. And let's see what we've got here. They're going to bring West in, I believe. Are they going to kick the field goal here? That would be an interesting move for York. That's a field goal all year. But I think they're going to try one now as West going to be kicking it. They're sending out Johan West to kick maybe their first field goal of the year. Johan from the 13-yard line is going to be about a 23-yarder. And we'll see what he does here. The snap's down. The kick is up. The kick is good. Johan West from 23 yards out makes it 31-12. Dragons back in 30 seconds.
And Coach Charles Vaughn, 17 years of coaching. He took his team to the state playoffs and led them in multiple district and bowl championships. His life modeled teamwork, integrity, and hard work. I'm Joy Vaughn, and this man not only was my dad, but he was my coach. I grew up learning these values, and they are a large part of what Meta-Thrift Pharmacy is founded on. Come out and support our York football team.
So the York Dragons settled for a 23-yard Johan West field goal, and he could hit that one from about 40, it looked like. He got some foot in that one. So the Dragons now on top 31-12, and just under 7 minutes to go. The Owls find themselves now down by 19. They're going to need 3 scores and 3 extra points. They need 21 points to get back in this ball game. And here come the Dragons. It'll be Johan West to kick it away. Under 7 minutes to play, and West going to kick it away. Going to be a short one. That was going to be taken by Marshall. Marshall coming over to the far side, and he's going to be wrestled down as a big, that was dropped there at the 30-yard or 27-yard line by Josiah Hennings. Hennings came around and he wrapped him up and drove him down, and it's a 31-12 ball game. And the Owls now got to score and score quickly. But with the quarterback Spivey, they've scored on a couple of big plays. They've had a couple of big pass plays tonight, so they can throw the ball. But they're about in a throw situation now, a must throw, as you've only got maybe one or two more touches, and they need a score. The way York has been driving the football, they've been taking a lot of time off the clock as they took off, let's see, we're almost 75 minutes off the clock in this quarter. Back in the shotgun, a low snap. They're going to air it out quickly. That one's going to be incomplete, as dropping it was Gibbs. And York's Johan West got there a little late, but got enough of him to make him drop the football. 2nd and 10 now for the Owls. 2nd and 10, 6:43 left to play in the ball game. York on top, 31-12. And we got a flag on the field. What was the call? I didn't see the call on this. It's going to go against York. And it must be a big one. And it's going to be a 15-yarder, so that's going to be a first down personal foul, roughing the passer. York hit the Spivey after he let the ball go. That is a no. And it's going to be 31-12 now. And the Owls have a first down, which what should have been a 2nd and long. They're all the way up to their 43-yard line now and got it 1st and 10 from the 43. 3 men split out wide to the right, 1 to the left. Pass it, and New York's going to get a big rush on. That's going to go up the middle. That's going to be incomplete. They were trying for Gibbs, and it goes through his hands. Incomplete. Going to be 2nd and 10. Smith County fans won a pass interference, but that one, I guess, was close. Could have been called close, but left you a good defensive play. 2nd and 10 now for the Owls. The Owls pretty much in a pass situation. We're down to 6:37 left to go in the ball game, and York's on top by 19. You're on a very warm night in Smith County. Now it will be quick snap by Spivey. Spivey hits some outside man. He rumbles. He's going to get close to a first down, depending on where they spot him at. He's going to be just short of the first down, as that was number 15 on the reception. Mosley with the reception. Mosley gets almost. It's going to be 3rd and about 1 for the Owls. And you know they're in 2-down territory. And I must not have their complete roster. They got a kid number 89, a big tall kid that's coming in. I don't have on the roster, so we'll just have to say if it's him, we'll just give you his number. It's going to be 3rd and about a half a yard. And the Owls looking to pick up the first down. They got to get this first down to keep this drive going, but we're under 6 minutes to play in the ball game. Spivey looking to pass, hands it off, and right straight ahead. And I don't know if he got it. It depends on where they mark. Where they're showing they're marking it, he's going to be short. He's going to actually lose about a half a yard. That's going to bring up 4th and 1 for the Owls. And, yeah, from where I'm looking at, it's going to be, no. I think I would want a measurement on that one. Jeez, that was. Okay, they say he got it. I don't know. From where I'm looking at, that was about a half a yard short. Maybe I'm not walking horizontal. I should walk vertical like they are. Anyway, 1st and 10, low snap to Spivey. He's rolling out. He's got a man over here, number 15 again. He's going to be wrapped up at the 41 and dropped. Good job by the Dragons, Johan West, to come back and knock him down, but he picks up a good chunk. And the Owls are moving the football as that was Mosley again on the reception. York has got to be able to shore up this passing defense. They've allowed way too many pass yards here tonight. And it will be back in the shotgun goes Spivey. Spivey dropping back. York with a three-man rush. They're going to air this one out. Got a man out there. Number 21's got the reception. He's all the way down to the 16-yard line. York's defender was caught on his back, and he was able to rumble down to the 16-yard line. So the Owls coming back very quickly, as that was Zach Gibson on the defense. Gibson just a step behind him, and that allowed him to get the pass in. He gets down into the York red zone at the 16-yard line. 4.5 minutes left to go in the ball game. If the Owls score here, they need 2 more scores. So we'll see what the Owls do. York will need to look out for the onside kick, but York needs a stop here. The Owls, the snap back, they're going to look. Now they're going to quick out over to the sideline. That one's going to one-hop at the 20 and go incomplete. They were trying to get it over to the left side to 21 Marshall, but it no chance of catching that one. 4:08 left to go in the ball game. York on top of 19. Smith County, they are 1-2 on the season. They, like York had last week. Both these teams had a week off, and they looked a little rusty to start the ball game. Back in the shotgun will go Spivey. He's got 3 to the left, 1 to the right. York showing blitz. And here they come. They're coming at him hard, and he's going to be wrapped up and sacked all the way back to 25-yard line as the cool train come rolling through and knocks him down to the 25-yard line. Cole Cooper come untouched and just leveled him. Going to make it a third down, and now it's going to be 17 yards, looks like, for the first down. They're going to mark him all the way up to the 23, though. They gave him a pretty good spot on that one. As now Spivey, he's got to have that in the back of his mind. York's showing it again, and York's going to send people. Here they come. They're setting up the screen. A great set, but dropping it was number 21. As he had some room to run, but he just dropped it at the last second. Tanner Marshall couldn't run to it. They had that set up well. And that's what I said earlier, the way York was rushing, I wasn't surprised they didn't throw the little screen. But now the Owls need a big gain here. And I don't see them. A field goal won't do them a bit of good here with only 3:26 left to play. It's going to be an uphill battle now for the Owls to get back into this one at the very, very best. And it will be Spivey in the shotgun. Gets the snap. York trying to put some heat on. They'll throw it up the middle, and there. Oh, number 7 was wide open. What would have been a touchdown, but dropped it. As Martin heard footsteps, York will get it on downs as they're checking on Martin to see if he's okay. Eli Martin, a sure-handed receiver, had that one hit him in the hands and dropped it as he was right at the goal line. Would have been a touchdown, Owls. But now it's going to give it back to the Dragons, and that probably is the nail in the coffin right there, as York now just has to run this last 3 minutes and 18 seconds out, and they pick up win number 4 of the season and stay undefeated. And may even move up in the polls this week. They're sitting at number 10 on the AP Top 10 in AAA. And we'll see what they do after this one. But Lefeview now will bring his squad up. They've got 3 minutes and 18 seconds to run off the clock, and then they can get on back to Jamestown and get ready for Oneida next week. And Oneida, the number 9 team in Class AA. That's not going to be no cakewalk next week. York got a man in motion. They'll give it to Cooper. Cooper trying to get to the outside. Now cuts back inside. Cooper got some run. He's up the sideline. Cooper's going to break free. Cooper's going to outrun the last man. He points to the crowd, and he's going to head to the end zone for a touchdown, Dragons. An 83-yard touchdown run by Cole Cooper. And Cooper actually pointed to somebody in the crowd as he took that one to the house. And the Dragons now go up 37-12 with 3:03 to go in the ball game. Now, Cooper, I'm almost maybe a little too much showboat. He pointed to the crowd, and the defender come back and made a swat at it, but couldn't get the ball loose. And Cole's into the in for the touchdown. So the Cole train makes York 37-12, and West trying to make it 38. And he drives this one up and drives it through. 3:03 to go, and the York Dragons have put this one in overdrive. They lead it now by a score of 38-12, back in 30 seconds.
Whether you're competing on the athletic field or working hard in the classroom, remember you have the support of First Volunteer Bank, the bank with personality. We're behind you 100% of the way. Good luck to all the area teams. Play tough and play fair. And remember, when it comes to helping you with your banking needs, we're First Volunteer Bank, the bank with personality. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
And now over and over. It's First Volunteer for you.
Well, the York Dragons come up with another touchdown very quickly as York was going to try to run the clock down, but Cole Cooper breaks free and goes 83 yards for the touchdown, and the Dragons lead it 38-12 when we'll kick it off here in just a moment. The Smith County Owls going to fall to 1-4 on the season, and more importantly, 0-2 in their district, but now they can still into the district tournament or into the state football playoffs, as they only have to win 2 games. They still got games against Cannon County, Grundy County. They've got games against, they played the top 2 teams in Upperman and York in their first 2, so that don't feel too bad for the Owls, as that one's going to hit, and it's going to be taken and dropped by the return man, but now he's going to be pushed out of bounds at, it looks like, about the 29-yard line. Smith County got it 1st and 10 at the 29. They trail York now by 26 as the Dragons have put this one away. And the Dragons on their way to their 4th win of the season. And this one a little bit tougher than the other 3 they've had, but they're going to come away with a huge win here in this one for sure. As the Dragons, it would take a Katie bar the door miracle now to get the Owls back in this one. So now with 2:56 to go, York on top 38-12. Smith County comes up 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 1 man in the backfield. Spivey. Snaps low. Quick out this time to Gibbs, and Gibbs tries to make a move, and he's going to be wrestled down after about a yard gain maybe. And Gibbs just can't seem to break free. Good job there by Johan West to knock him down there. That's one thing they have contained Gibbs, or Apple Gibbs on this one. Jaden Apple Gibbs has been pretty much corralled all night. 2.5 minutes left to go in this one, and we'll be headed back to Jamestown before long, going 4-0 with the Dragons. As up will come the Owls. The Owls get the snap back. Quick out this time to number 16. He's got it. He's going to get up to the 40, and York doesn't let him get out of bounds, so that will be a 1st down, and they'll move the sticks, and then they'll start the clock again. York going to go 4-0 for the first time in a while. York, more importantly, 2-0 in the district, and with this win, folks, they pretty much secure at least a playoff berth regardless of what happens the rest of the season. And Upperman was winning big tonight as well, so that sets up in 2 weeks a big matchup between York and Upperman. Snap back to the Owls. He's going to drop it. Spivey running for his life now. Cuts back inside, still on his feet, and then he's hit from behind and knocked down at the 48-yard line. And coming up to knock him down was big number 76, Bryce Slavin. And I think the Owls are going to take a timeout maybe, and they do. The Owls going to take a timeout with $1:36 left to go in the game. It's 38-12, York.
Campfires and s'mores. Man, we need to go camping. Hey y'all, Cherie Sells with Casey's Wholesale Campers in Livingston. Enjoy this beautiful time of the year and make priceless memories with your loved ones in your next home on wheels. I have luxury travel trailers to perfectly accommodate a couple on up to larger campers that can sleep multiple families. Come see the huge selection on the 111 bypass in Livingston or shop in your pajamas at kcchevy.com. Click the Casey's Campers tab to see camper photos, prices, and apply for financing on our secure website. Be a happy camper with Casey's Wholesale Campers in Livingston.
Well, we've got 96 seconds left to go in this one. The Owls trying to put another score on the board. York going to win this one, but they did give up 2 touchdowns tonight. The first 2 touchdowns their defense had given up all year long. So York defensively had a couple of breakdowns on some passes and allowed the Owls to get big yards and then a touchdown on a pass. And now the Owls spreading it out. They're going to go look around, look, and the rush is on. The pass is out there. They got a man out there, Martin, but just overthrown. Martin had beat his defender, and Martin would have, if that had been on a target, Martin would have had an easy touchdown on that one. As he was running in stride, it's just a little too far for him to get. 3rd down and 3 now for the Owls. We got 89 seconds to go here in the ball game. You are going to improve to 4-0. Next week, there's a special start time for that game at 6:30, folks, as that's Eastern Standard Time. We'll be headed over to Oneida, and that'll be to take on the number 9 team in AA in the Oneida Indians, a team York beat last year. Smith County back in the shotgun goes Spivey. Spivey's pass out. He can hang on to the receiver. Dropped it, and the receivers have dropped a couple of them out there for Spivey tonight. That was a little low, though, so Mosley, it would have been a tough catch for Mosley just to come up with it. Would have been enough for a first down, but that's going to be 4th down now and 4 for the Owls, and they'll go for it with 83 seconds left on the clock. Why not? You're going to improve to 4-0 on the season, so the Dragons are perfect early. Got a big game next week at Oneida, and then the week after that is the big one. It's going to be the big region matchup with the undefeated Owls, or the undefeated Bees of Upperman. And now York almost jumped offside, but didn't. Spivey going to roll it, throw it, and incomplete. Looking for Mosley. Mosley couldn't hang on to it, and it's going to be York taking over on downs, and now York just has to kneel on it a couple of times, and this ball game is history. Well, an interesting night for the Dragons. They come out and give up their first touchdowns defensively of the season. They had went 13 quarters without giving up a touchdown, almost 14, before the Owls put up their first score of the night. And then the Owls got another touchdown pass that allowed them to get back in the ball game. Then York come down, marched down, got a field goal, and then York got an 83-yard run from Cole Cooper, and that pretty much sealed the deal. Don't go away. Coming up after this game is over, we'll take a couple-minute break to get our stats and all that, and then we will have the Progressive post-game show. So, Gerald, after take the 2-minute break, find the Progressive spots and get them ready. And then we'll have our Halls Family Pharmacy player of the game, which is in the show log, Gerald. And it's going to be under center, left view, and they're going to hand it off right up the middle, and that's going to go for about a yard. And that'll be first down and some yardage, and that was number 14 on the carry for the Dragons. I have to have my roster. Number 14 is Tompkins. Ethan Tompkins with his first carry as York getting some of the younger kids in for his last couple of plays. They'll have to snap it about one more time, and this ball game's over. He gets a couple, so Tompkins gets a couple of yards, and he'll have 2 for the Dragons, and we're down to 40 seconds left in this one. You're going to win this one. Your final is going to be 38-12, barring York don't break out a big run here in the last. York going to pick up a huge win here tonight. This is a big district win for them. A little bit of redemption, as we said, from last year. They handed off this time. It looks like Tompkins again. He's still on his feet, pushing forward. He's going to be wrestled down at the 41. And that's number 27 on the carry on that one. Let's see, that is 27 is Allen, Jacoby Allen. And that's going to be your ball game. The York Dragons going to win it here tonight. Your final, York 38, Smith County 12. Back in 2 minutes.
Cheer this year for all our school teams and activities. Get behind our local schools. Join the parent-teachers group and help improve the quality of education. Sponsor school activities. Go to a ball game, hear a concert, reach higher. Progressive Savings Bank, insured by FDIC.
Everything we do, it's true. We do for you.
Are you buying or selling your home or property? Did you know that Rains Title Services is a local full-service title company serving Fentress and surrounding counties? This is Marty Rexroth with the Rains Title Services. We offer a full line of closing services for buyers and sellers in residential and commercial transactions. We work with lenders, developers, attorneys, and real estate professionals to help provide a better closing experience. Our team will help you close with confidence. Call 752-6787 or stop by our location at 500 North Main Street to learn more.
At Progressive Savings Bank, we know that buying a home is one of the most difficult decisions you'll ever make. We make it easy with a variety of loan products with competitive rates to fit your budget. Our mortgage team will help you choose the loan that best suits your individual needs. Call me, April Canancer, at 752-2265 to get started, or visit our website, www.psbgroup.com, to apply online.
Progressive Savings Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Don't leave town without your Progressive Savings Bank Platinum MasterCard, a card designed to complement the way you live through the bank you know and trust. With low rates, no annual fee, and great rewards, now is the time to get in the driver's seat and start living your dreams while reaping the rich rewards and exclusive benefits of Platinum MasterCard through Progressive Savings Bank. Visit www.psbgroup.com for details or stop by Progressive Savings Bank, 500 North Main Street.
It's football time on the mountain. At Progressive Savings Bank, we know running your small business is a lot like coaching a team. You call the plays that drive your business towards success, and we're your number one fan. After all, you provide the products, the services, and jobs that keep our local economy moving forward. We partner with small businesses to help you reach your financial goals with free business checking and flexible financing.
Welcome to the Progressive postgame show as we get set to wrap this up. Well, I'm thinking about it, though. Good morning, Gary Hall, the other half of the G-Men in China tonight here in the morning there. So I think he says it's going to be like 10 o'clock in the morning there. So, Gary, if you're listening, we miss you. We'll see you next week when we head to Oneida. Big night for the Dragons as the Dragons come away with a win of 38-12 over the homestanding Smith County Owls. And more importantly, it was a huge region win for the Dragons. Let's take a look at the scoring from tonight's game. If I can turn the lights on here. Let me see if I can find the light switch in here. Turn the lights on. And now I can see. I said, let there be light, and there was one. And we'll be talking to Coach Derwin Wright here in just a few moments. Let's give you some quick stats on this one. York, let's give you the scoring on this one. Thomas Miller had a 54-yard run with 9:26 to go. The extra point was no good. It was 6-0. Ben Cooper then had a 5-yard run. Thomas Miller then connected from Landrick Lefevue for the 2-point conversion. Cole Cooper had a 14-yard run. Johannes West kick was good. Then the Owls got their first score. York went almost 14 quarters without giving up a touchdown. But Smith County got one with $1:43 left to go in the first half, and they score on a Jaden Apple Gibbs 1-yard run. Then they missed the extra point. It actually was blocked. Cole Cooper then had a 1-yard run for a touchdown. It's 28-6. That's in the third quarter with 8:04. 4:34, Smith County's Eli Martin got a 42-yard pass from Cameron Spivey. Spivey failed on the extra point, the 2-point conversion. And Smith County, or then York's Johan West had a 23-yard field goal with 6:59 to go, and then with 3:03, Cole Cooper a 77-yard run, and the Dragons come away with a 38-12 win. We're going to take a word now from Progressive Savings Bank, and then we'll be back. We'll be talking with Coach Wright here in just a moment. Don't go anywhere.
Fentress Farmers Co-op, happy to be a proud sponsor of York Dragon football. We wish you a winning season. Every game is a success when you have played your best. Fentress Farmers Co-op, bringing you quality products from feed, seed, and fertilizer, to automotive, to animal health and pet products, to gas, diesel, and propane, to clothing and boots for the family and a gift shop. All this and much more at Fentress Farmers Co-op, 1219 Old Highway 127 South, Jamestown. Go Dragons! I still dream about.
Cheer this year for all our school teams and activities. Get behind our local schools. Join the parent-teachers group and help improve the quality of education. Sponsor school activities. Go to a ball game, hear a concert, reach higher. Progressive Savings Bank, insured by FDIC.
Everything we do, it's true. We do for you.
And back here where we have Coach Derwin Wright on the Progressive Pub. Coach, your team another huge win here tonight.
Oh man, this was a sweet one. Our kids wanted it. Hot night, humid night. Tough. Some guys that just tough. Josiah, Landry, Cole, the O-line. It's some big guys, and a lot of them are playing both ways. Thomas Cooper, we asked him to do more both ways. Zach Strong both ways a lot, and those guys just rised up. Bryce Slavin's playing good for us, and our secondary, we still got to learn to break on the ball. Downs, we covered it great. Just didn't wrap up on the tackle. But just overall, I'm proud of our team. Go Dragons.
Hey, Coach, on the one touchdown, the other passing touchdown, you were about that far from it being intercepted and taken the other way.
Yeah, right. And, I know we can throw the ball, but, we got that lead there. And Johan, nice field goal, made it a 3-score game. Adding the points, looking at it. And, we've got that weapon there when we need it, and then just great run there at the end by Cole. We went in an unbalanced set and run a rip, and he hit a seam and got outside and, put it away. And defense finished it out for us. Just proud of our kids and our coaching staff tonight, and, it's just a great – anytime you come to the hole and you get a win, it's a great win.
Coach, what I think is setting the tempo right off the bat, your first possession, that play by Thomas Cooper when they rolled over the defensive guy, didn't go down and come up and took it to the house. That kind of set the tempo for the ball game.
I'll tell you, Thomas is one of those guys. He's got great balance, good vision, and, he's beginning to run with authority, and just great job of getting that hand down, coming off that guy, and that's just athletic ability and just a kid wanting the desire to get there. And, it's like our O-line. Josiah a couple times, truck people, just truck people. And you offensive line, when you see that, those guys want to block for guys like that. And Landrick's leading the offense, doing his job, and that offensive line, I want to name those kid Edward Stockton. Zach Holdren, we've moved him in the starting tight end spot, and he's doing a great job blocking. Braden Wheeler, Zach Strong, Aaron Talent on the left guard, and Thomas Cooper at left tackle. I mean, I'm just proud of those kids the way they're blocking, and our wingbacks are blocking well for each other. Cole and Thomas block well for each other, so that was great. And Lathan Drake, we use him so much on defense, but we had the out. We had a 5-yard out anytime we wanted it. We threw it a couple times, and so.
Coach, it seemed like other than the one turnover, you was the only time your team was stopped as far as offensive possessions, and you were kind of going for broke there toward the end of the quarter.
Yeah, I was. Brought the kids there on we fourth and down there, and really didn't want to give them the ball back. Thought about punting, but I seen the cutback was there, and so I said, guys, I think we can go for it and get it, but we got to make this cutback, and backside's got to really get their blocks. And the kids did it, and we got the first down, and tried to take a shot. Landrick was so tired he couldn't get his feet set. He short armed it. If we get it out there on the sideline, it's anybody's ball, but. That happens, and, you don't have a lot of guys playing linebacker throwing the hits that he is. It's out there trying to throw the ball and do the things he does. But, he's outstanding, tough kid, and a good player. And, we've got a bunch of them.
Coach, the big part of this is it is a region win, and that's big because now you've got 2 in the region, and that pretty much seals the deal as far as getting in the playoffs. So now it's just a matter of trying to finish first.
We've talked a lot about this game last year. It got away from us at home. We had a back. I mean, it's a game. We did not punt in that game, but yet we got beat 2 points. And I told them, our defense just had to rise up and make some stops. We don't want to put ourselves in a situation where we could end up like we did last year, thinking it's going to be a 3-way tie and we would win, but we didn't control our destiny, and another team did. And when Upperman beat Sequatchie That put Smith at a 7-3 record and us at 8-2 record, but we didn't win the region. Had we won that game against Smith last year, we would have been undefeated region champs, hosting at home all the way. And, so, but I told them, I said, you got to take one at a time, but this is one of those games we lost last year early that we need to prepare for, and we ran our kids hard last week. And I told them, I said, you see why. We ran last week hard. We ran Monday hard, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We didn't run legs back, and if we hadn't done that, I don't think we finished this game the way we did.
Coach, you got the Oneida Indians next week. Oneida, you guys cracked the top 10 this week at the number 10 spot in the AP, but in the AA, the Oneida Indians set at number 9, and they're a team that's been on a roll.
Let me tell you, those rankings mean nothing. They mean absolutely nothing. To me, it starts. Every game starts 0-0, and it's a team that comes out, wants to out-hit, out-hustle, and out-execute. And when you do that, good things are going to happen to you. When you take care of the football by executing and not making mental mistakes, and you out-hustle and you out-hit a team. And there's no secret to that. It's just a matter of, Barry Bryant years ago, he said, you got to just out-block and out-tackle. And it's still true. It's still true,
That's the name of the game, right?
Oh, yeah. And, I'm disappointed in our tackling tonight. We had some missed tackles that we should make. And, we work what's called hawk tackling, and it takes the head out of the tackle. And, Seattle Seahawks came up with it. And the NFL, anytime the head's involved, they're fine. So we went to that, and, we've tackled pretty well, but tonight was not one of our better nights as far as tackling. I mean, we gave up 12 points. That was nice, but, we should have gave up 6.
Coach, like I said, you got the Oneida Indians next week. What do you know about Oneida?
Well, they're a big team. They're running some wing tee, not the same thing they're doing last year. Tony Lambert is an excellent coach over there. He does an outstanding job. He'll have his team ready. They'll be very fundamental. They'll come downhill at us, so we got to be ready for that.
Well, Coach, I want to thank you for joining us. Congratulations on a huge district win here tonight.
Thank you.
And that was Coach Derwin Wright, whose boys pick up a huge region win tonight as they beat Smith County 38-12. Let's take a timeout, and then we'll be back to name our Halls Family Pharmacy Player of the Game right after this.
Jamestown Regional has been committed to providing the highest quality of patient care. We work hard every day to contribute to the health of our patients and to the well-being of our community by providing many jobs and services. Now we are proud to be serving our community once again as Jamestown Regional Medical Center. JRMC, a Renova Health company, will continue the tradition of providing quality care, comprehensive services, and an experienced team of physicians and caregivers.
And back here on the Progressive post-game show, the Dragons with a huge win tonight. Let's give you a couple of stats on this one. York with 18 first downs to Smith County's 14. Rushing, York had 397 to Smith County's 41. Passing, Smith County had 202. York had 32 yards passing. Total offense, York 429 to Smith County's 243. Well, it's time now for our Halls Family Pharmacy Player of the Game. We're going to take a quick, let's see if I can get my stopwatch ready again, because we'll get ready now, and it's time now for the Halls Family Pharmacy Player of the Game.
And Coach Charles Vaughn, 17 years of coaching. He took his team to the state playoffs and led them in multiple district and bowl championships. His life modeled teamwork.
The jackhammer, Josiah Headings. Josiah, he had a big night tonight. He ended up with 120 yards rushing. And let's see, he also, as far as he had, he had one touchdown on the night, I think. No, he did not have a touchdown, but he had 120 yards rushing. And Headings also tonight ended up with a total of 3 tackles, unassisted tackles on the night defensively. We give it to Josiah because when York needed that big yardage, he was the man that got it for him. He got some big yardage, some big runs, set up the touchdowns they got. And so Josiah Headings is our Halls Family Pharmacy player of the game. Be sure to catch the replay of tonight's Smith County game. That's going to be up on CLTV this Sunday at 2 o'clock on Twin Lakes Cable Channel 953, Comcast Cable Channel 12. Be sure to join us for the replay of that on those cable networks. Well, that's going to wrap it up for us from here tonight. I want to thank all our sponsors for our live broadcast of York football. And let me get my list here because I can't remember them off my top of my head because I just can't remember them. They are Upper Cumberland Federal Credit Union, State Representative John Mark Wendell, Co-op, Hall's Family Pharmacy, Pizza Hut, Conditioned Heating and Cooling, Metathrift Pharmacy, Twin Lakes Telephone, Casey's Frontier Chevrolet, Jamestown Regional Medical Center, Fentress County Executive Jimmy Johnson, Southeast Drywall, State Representative Kelly Kiesling, State Senator Ken Yeager. Our game show brought to you by Progressive Savings Bank. Our pre and post game. Our halftime stats brought to you by Old Ben Franklin Ford. Our player of the game is, of course, by Hall's Family Pharmacy. And don't forget Friday Night Thunder coming up in about 35 minutes or so. Dennis and the guys will be bringing you that. And that comes up brought to you by the Union Bank and the Coach Derwin Wright Sports Show, brought to you each Monday by the good folks at Union Bank in Jamestown, Clark Range, and Byrdstown. Don't forget, Byrdstown tomorrow is their Customer Appreciation Day for Union Bank in Byrdstown. That's going to wrap it up for us from here. For Gage up on camera one up above me, just straight up above on the roof, I'm Gary Clark, and until Friday night when the Dragons head to Oneida to take on the Indians, we'll see you at the game.